you doing, Southern Alberta? This is the Stormbringer bringing you the PZW Match of the Week on Shaw Television, brought to you by Weist Investment and Insurance Management. Do achieve your goals with Clayton Weist. The contact information in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, WIIM.ca. The tag team of Crosse and the Canadian Dream versus Travis Copeland and Kyle Sebastian. Crosse and Dream have formed a deadly union of sorts, Tom. They have formed a union with the #1 tag team in Power Zone Wrestling, the tag team known as Rampage. Cowboy Bryn Watts and T-Bone alongside Crosse and the Canadian Dream are better known as Mayhem. The deadliest foursome in professional wrestling today, the foursome known as Mayhem. The Canadian Dream, the powerhouse in the ring. He had Copeland down in a backbreaker, pulls him up, the side slam. You can see nothing fancy, just pure power out of the Canadian Dream. Great tag team wrestling out of Crosse and Dream, working as a cohesive unit. Tom, this is the first time Crosse and Dream have actually officially been a tag team, but they look great. They look incredible. They definitely look like they're on the same page. I'll tell you something, Tom. Crosse pulled me aside at the last Power Zone Wrestling event, and he just let me know, and he said, Bringer, I'm putting you on notice. I want you to know, and I want you to tell the television audience that we are on a mission, and our mission is to dominate professional wrestling. Tom, Crosse was almost maniacal. You should have seen the look in his eye. I've got troubles of my own, and I've got this guy pulling me aside and not letting go of my shirt and looking me in the eye and telling me, Stormbringer, I will be the most dominant man in professional wrestling within the next year. I will dominate this company, I will dominate this industry, and I now have the 3 horses that could pull this stud along to glory. And those are his words. Those were his words. Unbelievable confidence out of Crosse, knowing that he has the Dream and Rampage on his side. The Canadian Dream trying to break up Sebastian's offense. Look at the square off. Now the Dream charges in. Sebastian with the drop toe hold, falling face to face with Crosse. Now that's teamwork. Sebastian now off the top rope, coast to coast, coast to coast. Unbelievable offense out of Sebastian. The drop kick on the Dream. The Dream is out of the ring. Sebastian now, can he maintain the upper hand on Crosse? No, the 2 count. Derek Crosse with the kick out. Sebastian now tags in Copeland. Here we go. This is what I was talking about, Tom. The teamwork. Look at that. Throws Crosse out of the ring. Now the Dream just grabs a hold of his buddy. And here comes Copeland and Sebastian. Sliding out on the Dream. The Dream using his tag team partner as a weapon. You know what? Sebastian and Copeland tried to use as unique of an offense as possible. No way. The Dream just took 1 step back, let him come out. That is what I am talking about the mental prowess of Crosse, the power of Dream. You can see right there, there was a time in the Dream's career when he just charged ahead. We used to make fun of the guy. We used to call him a charging rhino. How many times in the last 45 seconds have you seen the guy just stop, get his composure, assess the situation, take a look at what's going on around him, and he now had the upper hand? Well, he did have the upper hand, thrown into the ring post by Copeland, just clipping his face. Oh, now he got all the ring post. Copeland bashing the Dream into the post. Sebastian now has Crosse on the run. Can Sebastian and Copeland, my apologies, can Sebastian and Copeland maintain the upper hand? Folks, the Power Zone Wrestling Match of the Week on Shaw Television is brought to you by Weist Investment and Insurance Management. Look at that frog splash out of Copeland. WIIM.ca. WIIM.ca to contact Clayton Weist. Cowboy Bryn Watts slithering out from the locker room area. Sebastian coming off the top rope. Crosse catching him. Referee Shaggy saw it all. Shaggy saw everything. The disqualification, not even subtle. This is what I'm talking about, Tom. This is what I'm talking about. Just when it looks like Crosse is going to get pinned, Cowboy Bryn Watts hits the ringside area to preserve. I mean, technically, Crosse and Dream lose the match. They lose by disqualification. But Tom, you and I both know a disqualification loss is better than getting pinned. And here we go. Now look at Rampage. They're not even in the match. Rampage now taking liberties with Sebastian. The power bomb out of T-Bone. Look at Rampage. It's now Rampage in the ring. Crosse and Dream are nowhere to be found. Dream had his face rung into the ring post. You can see Crosse went out outside of the ring, grabbing at Copeland. Look at the Dream now. The Dream now telling ref Shaggy he made a mistake. Commissioner Jim Dandy stepping in, telling the Dream to get real. Look at Crosse now pulling Copeland into the ring. Sebastian is laid out. Sebastian is hurt. T-Bone now setting up Copeland. Could it be another devastating? Yes, it is. Another power bomb. Two of the most popular, two of the most athletic, two of the most dynamic wrestlers in all of Power Zone Wrestling are laid out at the hands of this deadly foursome, this deadly force known as Mayhem. The Canadian Dream now sets up Copeland. The Nightmare Suplex. Absolutely devastating. Copeland and Sebastian. Who is going to beat these four guys? There's not even four guys in Power Zone Wrestling that are working as a unit other than these four guys. Nobody stands a chance. Nobody. September 24th, the Bully South Grandstand.
Total fitness requires expertise.